You joined me this morning at London Waterloo Station. I had an idea yesterday to ride every SWR class of train in a single day and see if it was possible. So yes, I'm going to try and ride every SWR class of train in one day, which is 158, 159, 450, 444, 455, 458 and 484. So, I'm on a 455 right now. Let's go. So we've kicked things off with the oldest trains on the network, the 455s, that have started operation in 1983. These are the oldest multiple unit trains on the National Rail network, as far as I'm aware. Now, you've got the 701s, which are the newest ones, which, you know, were quite delayed into introduction. But the crazy thing now is, I think, as of this video, these trains are now actually less common to find than the 701s. So, yeah, their days are numbered. Also, you might be able to tell, I am in the odd carriage out. The carriages that were taken from 508s and plopped into here. The last remaining pep action you can get on the National Rail network these days. Anyway, can't stay too long. I'm going to get out now at Vauxhall to try and change to a different train class.
Change here for the Victoria line. Please mind the gap.
Right, well, I did not expect to make that, but I saw it pulling on another platform and bolted it. Class number 2, the 458s. And I think I'll just take these to Clapham Junction. These are the Junipers, got brought to service around 2000, and they were recently refurbished from 5-cars to 4-car trains, and also given a new interior look. Really testing my knowledge here.
This train is now approaching Clapham Junction.
Okay, so yes, we're going to go to Clapham Junction now, and I think the best train to find will probably be the 701s there. I'll take a 701 back to Waterloo. If it wasn't obvious by now, I don't really have a proper plan. I have a vague plan as to where I'm going to go, but yeah, not specific trains I'll get from specific stations. That's all going to be just up to chance, because you can't really plan. Okay, so I think I'll consult real-time trains now. Let's see what the next 701 I could realistically get is. Okay, I think in 10 minutes there is an ex-Shepperton that is a 701 going from platform 10. Nice. Well, that was a 701. It was just going the wrong way, annoyingly. But I think the one I need is going through in about 5 minutes or something. Goodness me, it feels like 5 minutes since these trains were just incredibly elusive. Now look at them, you can just turn up and go. So, I think I'll go straight back to Waterloo now, because I still need to get the Sprinters, the diesels, and the 444s, 450s, and the 484s later. So, yeah, Waterloo time. Alright, welcome to Waterloo. So, next up, I think I'm going to, we're going to finally leave London, and I'm going to try and get a service to Salisbury, which will take off the 159. Okay, I think this here is the Salisbury service. Yes, it is. Perfect. I know some people will probably call me quite silly for trying to do 158s and 159s separately. Like, the only difference is that 158s are 2 cars, 159s are 3 cars, essentially. But yeah, you don't often find 158s running the full Salisbury or like Exeter St David's routes, only 159s. I mean, you do sometimes get 158s, but just not as common. But don't worry, I have a backup plan for that I will be enacting soon. Anyway, so welcome on board the 159. These, honestly, these South Western Sprinters have probably some of the comfiest seats on like the modern network. So I'm going to be taking this train to Basingstoke, where I can then change to obviously a different class of train that I've not ticked off yet. I think Basingstoke is probably my best bet. There's a 444 going by. Not ticked off those yet, but I'm hoping that's what I'll change to at Basingstoke. Also, carriage to myself. Let's go. Always walk to the end of the platform. Okay, well, welcome to Basingstoke. I thought for a brief moment I'd messed up and I was hoping to get a Weymouth service that doesn't stop at Basingstoke because only every other one stops at Basingstoke. But I was okay. It was going to leave from platform 1. So I was making my way over to platform 1, then platform changed and now it's back on platform 2. I didn't notice it because trains don't normally, it's normally like the Basingstoke stoppers, like that one behind me, that leave from platform 1, nothing else. So, crisis averted. So anyway, in a few minutes' time, we'll be on a 444 on a service to Weymouth. And where I take it to, probably somewhere in the Southampton area, I imagine. Class 444. Tick. I have to say the 444s are probably some of my favourite trains on the whole National Rail network. Anyway, I'm going to be going to Southampton Airport Parkway on this train, I've decided, because there is where you get the Romsey rounders, you know, the Salisbury to Romsey via Chandler's Ford that go in a loop, and they are exclusively served by 158s as far as I'm aware, so I can finally use that take off 158s. And at Southampton Airport Parkway they go in both directions, because this also calls there. So, yeah. Southampton Airport Parkway. So slightly worryingly, my train is currently, well, this train's currently 8 minutes late. Well, currently that leaves about 3 minutes between this train and the Romsey Rounder I'm going to be getting. The Romsey Rounder's going the same direction as Southampton Airport Parkway, the one that lines up quite well. I just have to really hope that we're not delayed enough that we get put behind the train I need to get. Alright, yay, Southampton Airport Parkway, just have to wait here for a couple of minutes till we get on Romsey Rounder train. Kind of crazy that it's a 2-car 158 and the first set of doors doesn't open. So there's such a small window of the platform you can actually stand on to use it. 158. Tick. If I was to hazard a guess, I think my best bet now is to go to St Denny's, where I can change to a 450 that goes to Portsmouth Harbour. So welcome to St Denny's. Now I'm going to make literally a 3-minute change to this platform here to get a 450 to what's it called? I was going to say Southampton. Portsmouth.
Fratton and Portsmouth and Southsea. This train has.
Right, well, 450, tick, boom. So, you might be wondering why I'm heading to Portsmouth now. That's because I've done all classes now, except one, which is the 484s. And for that, I need to go to the Isle of Wight. Also, because this train goes only to Portsmouth and Southsea, doesn't go all the way to Portsmouth Harbour, I'm going to have to change somewhere. I think I'll change at Hilsea, just because I've not ticked off Hilsea station before. I think the next train out of Hilsea will be a southern service. But yeah, either way, it'll get me to Southampton. Not Southampton. I did it again. Portsmouth Harbour. And yeah, we'll just get whatever the next Isle of Wight ferry available is. Right then, welcome to Hilsea, a station I have not ticked off, and this is where I've chosen to change to the next Portsmouth Harbour service. Yeah, so I mean, I could keep this as pure SWR, you know, by waiting an extra like 10 minutes, but then it'll be quite a tight change to the White Link ferry, and I don't really fancy doing that. So yeah, we'll get a southern service from here to Portsmouth Harbour, and off to the Isle of Wight. Surprisingly busy train, actually, but whatever. It's like 12 minutes to Portsmouth Harbour. We'll be fine. Right then, off we go. All right then, Isle of Wight ferry, we meet again. Let's go to Ryde.
Leave all personal belongings behind. You will use a slide to get out.
Now, whilst I was waiting in the lounge, we were informed that this ferry is about 12 or so minutes late, and I think that's about how late we left. Annoyingly, I think that means I'm going to miss a train from Ryde Pier Head, but I don't think it's the end of the world, because I think I could instead walk to Esplanade, then get a train going the other way towards Pier Head, and yeah, I'll be fine. Right, well, I think we're here. I'm pointing at the wrong side. The pier's on that side. Yeah, let's get out. I think I've just unfortunately missed a train, though, going south, so I'm going to instead walk to Esplanade, then get a train back. Yeah, I missed a train. Okay. Esplanade time. Definitely feels slightly bizarre to come here only to spend about an hour here total. I'm literally just here to ride one short train hop and then leave again. Well, here we are, Ryde Esplanade. Behind me here, we can finally get the final train class of SWR. Funny story, actually. A couple of days ago, when I was brainstorming the idea for this, I had it all planned. I was going to do it the next day, and then I realised I'd forgotten about the Island Line, because it's also SWR. So, yeah, I had to delay it by a day, because I didn't have enough time in the day to do this. Hold on a minute. You know, I probably should have actually looked if there was any disruption going on. There have been 4 cancelled trains in a row out of this station. So apparently there's been a fault with the track, and I'm looking at real-time trains, like nothing's existing. This was meant to leave. This is the train I missed, quote-unquote, from Ryde Pier Head, and it just hasn't moved. Half an hour. According to departure boards, the train I want to get in 1 minute is on time, though also hasn't departed Shanklin. So I really don't know. I've come so far, I can't lose this now. Okay, never mind. It exists. Thank God.
The next station is Ryde Pier Head.
Yeah, so according to RTT, this train didn't even exist. And thank God it showed up. I would have been so annoyed. Well, there we are. It's done. Every single SWR class of train, including the Island Line, in a single day. So in total, let's just check. From the first train departing Waterloo, that took me 5 hours and 15 minutes. I left at 10:03, and then I got to Ryde Pier Head at 15:16, so about 5 hours and 13 minutes. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I want to do this again with more talks, if it's possible. That'd be great. Let me know what talks you think would be quite cool for me to do. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. And well, you know the deal at this point. This is the part of the video where I thank my patrons and channel members listed on screen now. Thank you all for supporting the channel.